Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What? Weird.
Whatever we do, change comes.
Ha
The implosion of
Yeah.
our Imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself.
And there's nothing we can do to stop this. How will we cope with this change? Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak with a new humility? Or sustainability? Or will we continue to live in the illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to a new reality and responding to it. It's another episode of the show that you watch sometimes, and you know, now you know. Oh boy, though, what we talk about the election and shit, and then looking at some other things and getting them shit. So I just don't really care about what you gotta say. We're just looking at some news today. Oolay. Whee! Yeah, I can spit. Yeah, that's right. I can spit. Lunchy, where you at? Get your butt over here. Get your booty over here, little cutie wooty. Ha! Hey, booty. What are you looking for? Are you looking for food? There's food in your bowl. You have all the lunchy loaf. You have all the lunchy loaf. You have all of the lunchy loaf. Ah, yes. Welcome. Welcome to the worst show on the internet. Or the best worst show on the internet. I don't know if there's a lot of competition out there. If there is, then we want to be the best. The best. The best. The best. The best. So welcome. I'm just sitting here with my co-host, Mrs. Lunchimus Maximus Decimus Meridius. She is Lunchy, breaker of bongs. Chavez, yes, this is my Chihuahua Lunchy. She hangs out here. She has been learning about all of the conspiracy theories. She just had an experience with the Lord of the Rings trilogy as well. And then she definitely thought that Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings was way better than that Rings of Power thing that came out on the Amazon or whatever. But we watched the Amazon one too, though, right? We watched it too. She said that she liked the trolls. She really likes the trolls and the monsters. Like, they scare her a bit, but it's really good. But then again, that's not why we're here today. But yes, Lunchy, destroyer of bongs, breaker of chains, eater of people food. That is my Lunchy. She is a good girl. That is correct. She is a very good girl. Although, I don't know. She doesn't want to eat her lunchy loaf, which is sad. You should eat her lunchy loaf. Did you eat a lot of it? She's like, I'm waiting for you to cook chicken wings or something. Oh, it's wintertime. You gotta be. It's wintertime. It's snowing. That's right. It's snowing. It's like 34 degrees outside, which is normal for out here, but it's not actually snowing right now. It snowed the other day. Which is a little earlier, I guess, than normal. I don't really know. I mean, I don't pay attention to that shit. All I know is that I gotta put the snow tires on. I should do that. But it won't be till like the end of the month anyway, because everybody's like solid, because, you know, everybody had the same idea I did. Because that's how it works, right? You know, you got an idea that everybody else all of a sudden had the same fucking idea, the same damn time. Doing the same. So, either way, now that we're here today, all joined together, streaming on the YouTube, on the Twitch, over on the Rumbles, you know, we're shotgunning it out there like we've always done. And I guess, you know, like, what's the big news? Yesterday we came back after a big strike on YouTube, because if one of them strikes us, I just take a break from all of them because it's demoralizing and shit. And I'm just like, fine, I'll take a timeout. I'll go play some video games or something. And that's basically what we do. But now we've been watching this thing go on, and honestly, it seems like it's just been a pretty normal situation. I don't know. Some people have been mentioning some funky, but I don't know. It's the last time I checked, which is on the Google thing right here or whatever. Last updated just a second ago. You can see it right there. It looks like the Senate results are sitting in a very interesting way. The Democrats seem to be catching up in the Senate. They're currently sitting at 46 to 48. The GOP still has a slight edge, but who really knows what's going to happen with that? If the other thing to understand is that the other two parties, mainly the independent party, seems to have gained access to at least two of those seats. So who really knows if there's going to actually be a specific majority, and or if those independent parties, those other parties that have two seats, are going to be voting Republican or Democrat. But, you know, it is what it is. And thanks to CV for posting the link to the backup on Rumble. Always have a backup plan. Go follow on somewhere else if something has happened or whatever. You know, you got to be doing all that stuff, folks. You got to be doing all that stuff. So, as you can see, the map does look weird. Nevada, last night when we were looking at that was looking mighty blue. And all of a sudden, it's looking mighty red. It's more maroon, I guess. But, oh, you taking off, Lunchy? All right. You can go if you want. That's fine. It's not like this is a job where, you know, you're getting paid money. I pay you in chicken nuggets and lovin's. What, you want chicken nuggets now? You haven't wanted chicken nuggets for the last couple of days. I give you nuggets and you're like, I don't want them. I want a burger. You little shit. Anyways, hello. And yeah, there you go. If you look at that shit, looking like it's a little bit of a red thing going on. It looks like the incumbent lady, Mrs. Catherine Cortez Masto in Nevada, might actually lose the race to Adam Laxalt, which is, I guess, pretty cool. I mean, is that cool? That's cool. I mean, I thought that's what I wanted. I met this Adam Laxalt guy. Seemed to be a pretty nice fellow or whatever. He's hanging around the Trumpinator, though, so that's obviously garnered him a bunch of ire. But, you know, this is where I live, so I obviously care about this, I guess, a little bit. I mean, even if I'm looking over here, it looks like the Republicans have kept their seat, but none of the other places look like they're going to be Republicans. So we're still going to have a pretty big Democratic stronghold. But I've also been paying attention to the governor's race. And I mean, Steve Sisolak and Joe Lombardo are like friends, not best friends, but they were like pretty friendly with each other. Lombardo donated to Sisolak's campaign when he was running for governor way back when. And now he came back and beat his ass. So it's going to be a toss-up if he's going to be better or worse. I don't know how you could be worse, though. I mean, you would have to lock down the whole entire state and try to, like, destroy the economy of Nevada again or something like that. I don't really know. That's just my opinion, though. We ain't talking about facts, even though it kind of feels like facts, right? So, as you can see, so far, it is kind of like a red thing. There's a red thing going on. It seems like more people are voting for Republicans right now. You know, I could be wrong. There's going to be all these late votes, mail-in ballots, whatever the shit. So this shit's going to be going on for days, kids. So I hope you guys are ready and willing. But there already have been a lot of, like, really great races that have been decided. Like, one of them over in Georgia was a big one. Brian Kemp absolutely positively demolished Stacey Abrams, two-time loser. That's right, Stacey Abrams is a two-time. We're going to call her the two-time. Like Dr. Disrespect, the two-time. But she's the two-time loser, right? President of the fucking United Earth Federation. My ass, Star Trek Discovery. Eat it. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. But yes, I'm sorry. to anybody that was hoping that Stacey Abrams was going to win that election. Once again, the people of Georgia have voted, and they said, hell to the mother... No! That's what they said. That's what they said. And I mean, look at that shit, dude. That's red as hell, dog. There's only little bastions of, and even then, look at all that red, and look at how little blue, and still, how many votes did Stacey Abrams get? 1.8 million? And I'm sure there's people out there on Twitter right now that are like, if you didn't vote for Stacey Abrams, you're a racist, misogynist, blah. And I'm just kind of like, well, I guess I'm a racist misogynist to you. I mean, there's really no change in your mind, crazy person. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take my ass on over here and just walk away. I ain't messing with that shit. But I know a lot of people were super uppity and up in arms about this. This is where I used to live over in Arizona. Fuck Arizona. But you're all right though. But seriously, what is going on in Arizona? That used to be a red state. Red. And I'm rolling my R's because that's the Mexican in me. Red state, right? It was a red state. But now it's more blue than ever, Tucson, obviously, Democratic bastion, bunch of weird motherfuckers over there. At the drive-through liquor store, pawn shop, gun shop. Drinking their pee and stuff, I don't like Tucson. I'm born in Tucson. I don't like Tucson. That's weird. That's the funny thing. I got born in Tucson. I'm not from there, they took my mom's ass all the way to Tucson to have me. And I was just like, why? Why did you just do it in Nogales? Well, back in the day, and then, they didn't really have a doctor to do that. Your mom's doctor was in Tucson. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I could have been born on the side of the road in a car. We were that close. That fucking close, apparently. I don't know. I mean, I would like to say I wasn't there, but technically I was there. I just couldn't see shit. Because, I was inside my mom in the belly and you can't really see things, fuck if I remember any of that shit. Oh, do you remember when you were born? No, I don't think anybody does. If you told me that you remembered everything from when you were a baby, I'd be like, how? I don't remember anything before 7 years old. Maybe a little before that. I don't know. That's all fucking fuzzy as shit. It's fuzzy. That's a fuzzy shit. That's some fuzzy shit. Aye. Anyways, but yes, what we're supposed to be saying right now, I mean, this has been a knockout, drag-out fight. Katie Hobbs versus Carrie Lake. I'm partial to Carrie Lake myself. I met her one time at Zinc Bistro in Phoenix, Arizona when I was just chilling. And I was saying that she was going to be governor. And I'm all like, yo, Carrie Lake, bitch, don't you make me a liar, okay? I was putting it out there for you. So you better win this shit. If not, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. But so far, Democratic Party is getting lots of votes. Katie Hobbs almost has 1 million. So does Carrie Lake. I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, it was within 4,000 votes a couple hours ago. Yesterday, it looked like it was well within 10 to 20,000 votes. But currently, right now, it's about a 13,000 vote difference between the two. And Katie Hobbs seems to have edged herself back over the top. And obviously, there may be some people out there on the internet and Twitter and the social medias running afoul about their opinions on what is happening in this 100% free and fair election. All I really know is that it's interesting to see. And, Carrie Lake campaigned the shit. And, I mean, if she ends up losing, that just feels really weird. Honestly, I just didn't see that one coming. And that's a 70% reporting in, according to the Associated Press. So who really knows if this is going to shake out the way that we want it? And then again, look at that thing. It's not very red, if you ask me. I mean, look at the House for Arizona. 3 Democrats, 1 Republican. 3 Democrats, 1 Republican. What is going on? All these people from California fucking changing shit. I mean, even then, Mark Kelly versus Blake Masters. Blake Masters has basically been trailing Mark Kelly pretty much almost the entire time. And I don't know. I don't really see a pathway forward for him to gain the votes that are necessary. Because, I mean, he's got himself, I don't know, an 80 to 90,000 vote gap. And I don't even think there's that many votes left. Maybe. I mean, there might be that many votes left or whatever. It just really seems like, it's pretty much donezo for Blake Masters. If you just asked me and I looked at this map, I'd be like, yeah, it's probably donezo for him. And remember, I am a super forecaster, which means that I forecast better than, 100% of the people out there besides other forecasters that are actually out there. So, that's just my forecast. Sometimes I'm wrong. Can't be right all the time, but when I'm right, oh fuck, I'm right, real good. I can forecast shit so hard. And then I could be all if I go here at this day and this time, I could get this and I could just show up and grab it. It can happen like that. It's just that I don't like doing it like that, man. It's just kind of, it's cheap. Feels cheap. You didn't earn it. But then again, maybe you did. Nobody has any idea what I'm fucking talking about. All right, back to the election. Anyways, so far, things look great. Notice how we're not looking at California, Oregon, or Washington because we already knew that was going to be some bullshit. But you want me to look at California? Okay, you want me to look at California? It's so funny to look at the California map and see how, the whole entire city, the whole entire state really is just dominated by Sacramento, San Francisco, Fresno, and Los Angeles and San Diego. Well, not technically Fresno. Fresno has always been a very red state. And overall, anytime there's been an election, California always shows really red in the rural areas because there's many, many miles of land and very, very few people because everybody's packed in like sardines and just these individual cities or whatever. San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. You go those places, tons of people. You go to fucking Fresno, it's hey, this looks like my hometown, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, it's a little bit weird. And I see somebody mentioning Boebert. Wait, what was she? Where's Boebert? She in South Dakota, North Dakota, something like that? I can't remember. South Dakota, North Dakota. Wait, gaming tools. South Dakota, Colorado. Oh, she's from Colorado? I don't know. I don't know. I just look at her titties and stare at her booty. I don't fucking know where she lives. And it's I'm trying to go. She married him. Just all she's kind of fine though. What? I'm a pig. I haven't lied about that. What do you mean she's winning? I don't see no shit over here about that shit. Wait, who's she running again? Anna Frisch. Yeah, right now. What? 50-50? Dude, she's losing by 100 votes. Are you kidding me? Lone Boar Bearer take the lead. According to the Associated Press, sir, that's fake news. You fucking been fact-checked, mother sucker. Woo! Anyways. But yeah, so, Lower Boar Bear might be able to take this one out. I mean, this Adam Frisch dude looks just weird as hell, man. Colorado's a weird place, man. You ever been there? That shit's weird, dog. It's a weird fucking place, man. Some weird-ass people will be living there, asking you to join in on their gang, and maybe you're gonna go bang some hammers or something. You know what I'm saying? Weird. They're getting weird. They get weird. Anyways, so I guess maybe Lobo Bear may go there. Some people care about this race a lot. It's garnering national attention because, she was the QAnon candidate with the pedo husband or some shit like that. I mean, there's just, yeah. And I believe that, as Mike Hawk says, you son of a bitch! You got me, you fucker. But yeah, you're right. 99% reporting in is not good, actually, for them, because what's gonna happen, dude? That's maybe they're all gonna be there. Yeah, Mike, you got me, you son of a, you fucking got me, you motherfucker. Somebody give that guy one internet. Somebody give that guy one internet point. I don't know who keeps them together or, who manages it. At one point, I thought that, Bitcoin started out as being the internet point. So, originally that's what people would be, getting the internet points and giving them to each other and shit like that. But, that got all fucked up, man. That's all fucked up. Nope, not saying it. Nope. Nope. So far, like I said, things are kind of weird. I mean, there's a lot more red on the map. I guess we could call this a red ripple. Yes, a little red ripple. Because, like, everybody was telling me that there was going to be, like, this red wave. And I guess you could consider it, like, a wave. I don't know. I don't think you could surf on that wave. But there's something happening right now. And it feels good. I mean, look at it now. For the Senate, there's 31 of 35 seats that have been placed. Right? So, where are we left? Wait, 31 of 35 seats up for election called. So, there's only 4 seats left. So they're either going to go to the GOP or the Republicans. They're either going to be 4 Democrats, 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans. Either way, the only way that it's good for the Democrats if they get 3 more seats, because that puts them at 49. And then it's a literal ramshackle tie, or whatever. What do they even call this? Like, what would it be? 2 fucking independents and then fucking 49 versus 49? 3-1? 3-1, or is it going to be 2-2? If it's 2-2, the GOP technically has it, but then then those 2 other party candidates are going to be getting all, come here, we're going to give you whatever you want. Yeah. Why so many stripe brown states? There's so many stripe brown states because those states currently aren't having a midterm election. So Texas, New Mexico, Wyoming, Nebraska, all of those places, they're not having one. So, like, that's why they're great halved out. Because they're not having an election. Wow. Wait, why does GA say that? Oh, wow. There's a runoff in the Georgia election. Look at that. 98% reporting in. Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker advanced. The second round will take place on December 6th of 2022. Wow. Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker are literally having a runoff election? That's pretty crazy. Do they got something like that in freaking Arizona? I'm from there, but I don't actually remember even hearing about that. So something tells me that that's a no, but I don't know. I don't know. I wish I did. Wow. Dude, this is like electioneering is hard, man. Like, how do you get people pumped for this, dude? Like, I mean, even in the House right now, there's still a shitload of seats. What's 435 seats total? We have 391 seats that are available. So technically, it's anybody's game right now. Although, when you look at the fucking map, it kind of seems like, yeah, I'm thinking the Republicans might at least take the House. It almost feels guaranteed because, I mean, they're literally so close. They have, like, how many votes left? 9? Is this a red wave? I mean, there was a red wave obviously in the House, there was a red wave. And think about it, this is good if you're a Republican because, like, this is where most of the crazy, insane bullshit was actually happening. Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, that sort of shit, like, I guess it would make her no longer the majority leader speaker, right? So, like, it's very interesting. That might be good enough for me. I don't know. But all in all, it's still really down to this because literally, if we get the House and they get the Senate, it's going to still be really bad for Biden's administration and his ability to be able to move things forward. But honestly, like, we're already seeing basically, I think, the biggest roadblock to that we could possibly see right now. Like, all in all, it looks like it's a pretty big win for the Republicans right now because just basically getting control of the House is going to give them a lot of stopping power and some of the more insane stuff that the president has been trying to do over the past couple of months. But then again, asking yourself this, we already know that Joe Biden has basically signed more executive orders than his predecessors combined. We're just kind of like, he's obviously going to still continue to try to do things through executive legislation, which is really interesting. So ultimately, I don't know. I feel like I'm safe to call it right now that the House is probably going to go to the Republicans 100%, Okay, I'll say 98.6%. That's how many degrees I feel. Because if it feels like, yeah, it feels like me, actually. Yeah. As far as the Senate, I mean, the results are kind of keen. You know, we only got 4 seats left, baby, that are going to be up. So, I mean, unless there's a big swing for the Democrats and they get 3 or even 4 votes, it seems like the Republicans might take this. But it's basically down to Nevada and probably Georgia before we're actually going to see what happens. So, how are we supposed to take this? Yeah, how are we supposed to take this with the grain of salt? I don't think we really can. All I really know is that there has just been some crazy things. So, you know, we're gonna now take a little bit of a shift, a little shift-a-rooney, a little shift. Yeah, a little shift. Yeah, this is a one-of-a-kind t-shirt out there, by the way. Notorious Internet Provocateur. We only made 1 run of these, and I'm pretty sure only like 4 or 5 people actually have them. So if you lost that shit, it's gone forever. It's gone for... I don't even have this anymore. I don't even have it anymore. Maybe I do. I don't know. I'm not going to sit around and look for it. Unless it's like a shoe and I fucking need it now, I'm not looking for it. No, I'm not looking for it. Anyways, so people have sent me this one over and I thought it would be something to talk about because it's a big YouTube channel. But some strangeness has happened on the old YouTube when I guess a guy from that popular YouTube channel, Adventures with Purpose, one of the founders, Jared Lasek, apparently has a very dark past and some child exploitation allegations and charges that were revealed against him. Basically, kind of like ending everything that's happening with him. I believe that these guys really rose to prominence after 2019 and moving on when they found that body of this chick named Keely Rodini. They were searching for her. Their YouTube channel went out, found their car and the location, so on and so forth. And now Lessig is accused of abusing a female relative who was between 9 and 12 years old when the alleged crimes happened in Utah in 1992. And you might be asking, wow, 1992, that's a long time ago. In Utah, there is no statute of limitations for, abuse of children. So, you could be 70 years old and that shit happened 60 years ago and, they're still gonna get you. Or something like that. So it's a pretty crazy, shocking thing for everybody else to live into. I'm just like, holy shit, man, that's crazy, dude. And there's no word as to if there's been anything else happening. The people that are associated with the channels, his partner, Dub Bishop, addressed the allegations against the co-founder. And he's just like, well, obviously we're not running the channel and stuff anymore. We're cutting ties. But he makes it pretty clear that he had no idea or was not aware, at least that's what they're saying now. We have no actual understanding if they actually knew anything about this because it's pretty new, it's a pretty new thing. It's a pretty horrible thing, but yeah, this guy right on the left, that would be Mr. Lessig and his other buddies that helped him run the channel. And as we were saying, the Oregon-based volunteer group, Oregon, one of those Democrat strongholds. Oh, boy. Anyways, they're the ones that found that Keely Rodini's body after she went missing. And I believe this is one of the ones where they had to, dive to get her car out of, a fucking lake or river or some shit. And it was, a pretty big thing. And they were getting a lot of attention. And now we're starting to see that, well, once you get a whole lot of attention like that, all of a sudden people start remembering who you are. But yeah, it just says very interesting things. But yeah, it overall, it's kind of like a shocking piece of news that's not election related, but I figured, we should talk about it because it hits right home. YouTube, content creators, the whole 9 yards. And I mean, holy shit, man. You wouldn't have thought. Nobody would have think. You don't look at a guy and think, oh, this is what he does. But then again, these stories are happening every day. Every day. And this is a guy from Bend, Oregon that's having these charges leveled against him from Utah. All the way from Utah. And since there's no statute of limitations, there's nothing. And I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about, you know, his whole thing was basically doing good, trying to like solve unsolved mysteries, doing something good. And then ultimately his doing good is what is basically now bringing him back to actually answer for some of the bad that he's done. And then it gives you an idea. Sometimes people that are doing stuff, you know, constantly to help other people and giving and all that stuff for doing so, because usually there's a reason for it. They feel like they must pay a penance. Yes, a penance. What? Yes. Can I help you? Yes, miss. Oh, there we go. But anyway, that's fine. I just thought it was a pretty interesting story. Kind of figured we should bring it up, should tell your friends about it. And now to Mr. Motherfucking Joe Biden. You guys are gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Now, I've been given a list of 10 people that I'm supposed to call on, and you're all supposed to ask me one question, but I'm sure you'll ask me more. And so let me start off with a list I've been given. Zeke Miller, Associated Press. Yes. Now, I've been given a list of 10 people.
Damn, did Trump ever get lists of people that he's allowed to talk to with the questions that they're going to ask on it? Is this shit even real? Like, why do we even have a president anymore? Like, you're only going to talk to 10 people and they all got predefined questions. Kind of sounds like a fucking joke to me. Whatever. Oh, dude, that's the other one that we thought of. We talked about it yesterday. Yesterday, we pretty much knew that Fetterman was going to be the better man in the race against Dr. Wizard of Oz. Wow, you guys see what I did there? Anyways, but yeah, it looks like star power in this particular era does not beat troll might, because John Fetterman definitely looks like a troll in some respects. Maybe more ogre-ish in nature. All I know is that he's got a brow wedge I ain't seen on a Neanderthal in 10,000 years. Anyways, but yeah, he finally conceded, actually. Oz conceded to Fetterman. Somehow the Oprah star, TV doctor, amazing guy somehow lost to this fucking guy, a dead man in a hoodie. Basically, a dead man in a hoodie. So, like, I have no idea what's happening in the world today, but you know what? It's some of the weirdest shit out there, you know? Like, it could have been even better, right? Like, it could have been an even bigger red wave, but you know what? We're all gonna blame Dr. Oz and Donald Trump for this massive loss if it comes to back to bite us in the ass. Because you know this fucking dude's gonna come back to bite us in the ass. Come on, you fucking know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen, okay? I'm just saying it now. Gonna say it now. Oh, Biden appears to directly threaten Elon Musk with an investigation into his relationships with foreign governments.
Musk is a threat to U.S. national security, and should the U.S. and with the tools you have investigate his joint acquisition of Twitter with foreign governments, which include the Saudis?
I think that Elon Musk's cooperation and/or technical relationships with other countries is worthy of being looked at. Whether or not he is doing anything inappropriate, I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting that it's worth being looked at. But that's all I'll say.
Musk is a threat to U.S. national security.
Wow, apparently Elon Musk is a threat to national security, and now they're going to investigate his foreign relationships with foreign governments. Wow. You would have thought, they would have started doing that kind of shit when he started launching mother-sucking rockets up into the atmosphere and stuff. Maybe you should have started asking questions back then about his Saudi deals and stuff. But no, he goes and he buys Twitter, and now everybody's kind of worried about it. The same Twitter that let the Saudis stay on Twitter, but ban Donald Trump because he was a threat to democracy, even though the Saudis are also a threat to democracy. Wow. Oh, Edmund7, that's hilarious. Why didn't they investigate the Saudis when they were already invested in the Twitter? Are you telling me that they haven't already been investigating the Saudis? Like, seriously, when are they not investigating the dang Saudis? I feel like, if I ever meet somebody from Saudi Arabia, I'd be like, dude, how's the investigation going? And he's going to be like, what? I'm sorry, every time I hear the word Saudis, I immediately brain goes to investigation. So I figured you were getting investigated or you were doing some kind of investigating. I'm sorry. But I guess we could see how the machine is slowly but surely trying to achieve the power that they so crave against all of us. Although, it's been really funny seeing all these people that used to work for Twitter and troll me and, like, get my accounts banned, all of a sudden, like, not be able to do that, but being able to, like, know that they had the power to do that, but they can't do that anymore. The feeling is amazing, because you know what? I gotta show it up. I'm verified. Who's verified? Me. I'm verified. Gabe Huffman, are you verified? No. Am I verified? Yeah. Suck it. Yeah, that's right. So I upgraded my Twitter Blue, and apparently I got verified. So I'm now a verified creator on Twitter. Honestly, it feels great. I've been trying to get verified on Twitter since, like, 2008 and shit. So, or they didn't roll out verification until, like, I think it was, like, 2010, 2011 maybe. But I've been trying to get verified for years, okay? Years. Untold years. And I'm finally verified. I finally got a check. I got the check. I gotten the check-in. Oh, yes. And you know what? I don't even give a fuck if I've been suspended more times than I can count. And eventually, I'm going to get my other account back. When they start saying that you can apply for that shit, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to get Twitter Blue on that one, too, because I fucking love Twitter. And I've loved Twitter since I wrote that article about it, so many years ago. But yes, I am now verified. I got the blue check mark. I just had to, I already paid for Twitter Blue. I just upgraded it, downgraded something else in my life. And then I was just like, all right, here we go. Let's get it. Shiggy! So now you guys can go over there. You can pay me money there too if you want. Yeah! So we got a Substack. We got a local. We got a Twitter. We got a YouTube. We got a Rumble. Dude, we got all these different areas we're making no income. We need to change that. We need to turn this into a monetized business where me and Lunchy are eating filet mignon every single night and sitting on a fucking gold chair wearing gold chains being like, huh. Nah. But I would go for something like that, but it's just kind of weird. But block. Goodbye. 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 Did you see that person? They were like, were you trying to kill me and gang stalk me and all this other crap? Be like, no, it was not. I didn't know any of this stuff and didn't do any of that at all. That sounds crazy. This is why we don't like meeting up with people in real life without thoroughly vetting them first, because there's a lot of psychopaths out there that inject you into their lives and you're just kind of like, what are you supposed to do? People are fucking crazy, yo. And they will just constantly come back. message you after you've asked them, can you stop messaging me? Can you leave me alone? Can you go away? Can you stop? And nope. Just constantly. Always lurking. Always stalking. I'm like, bro, I'm not in the CIA. I don't work for any government agencies. I'm just a regular ass dude. Anybody that says anything like that, that's some fucking crazy stuff. It's retarded. And you need to go see a psychiatrist or something. Because that's insane. You sound like Kate. That Kate lady who's like, I know who pays you. You're a government agent. Who killed Isaac Cappy? It's like fucking crazy people, dude. Crazy people. Anyways, back to me being verified. Yay! Yeah! This is like pretty close to being one of the best days of my life so far. You know, it's been a pretty good day. I've had a lot of great days, but lately, in the last couple of years, the days haven't been so great. But get verified at Twitter. It's a fucking great feeling, man. That's a fucking great feeling, man. Yeah, I don't want to show up, bound up, gagged in a motel with missing a fucking kidney. That's it. That's the way I feel. If this person ever sees me again in person, is like, they're gonna fucking murder me or something like that. Like, go away, stay away, leave me alone. Seek medical help.
But
The
overwhelming
CIA
majority of
don't give a fuck.
American people support the elements of my economic agenda. But overwhelming majority of American people support the elements of my economic agenda. But overwhelming majority of American people support the elements of my economic agenda.
Oh my God. Do you believe that the overwhelming majority of Americans support President Biden's agenda? +1 in the chat if you support that statement. Meaning you're with Biden and you believe what he say. Press 1. We'll wait. Ba 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 whoa, boom, boom. There's exactly one person that voted yes. That was that Flip TK, who's obviously a troll or something. So, I mean, at first I thought nobody was going to answer. I figured I was going to see a bunch of 2s in there or something like that. 3s. Every time y'all do that shit, you're always entering every number but the one that we said. So, you know, I was going to try to get you to do it, and then you still didn't do it. You guys always got me guessing. I don't understand. I don't understand you damn people. I don't understand you people. Why are you here? Why do you watch this shit? It was fucking weird. Lunchy, do you get it? I don't get it either, Lunchy. You're a good girl, though. You're a good girl, and I love you. You're a sweetie. It's okay, though. So, yeah, maybe Joe Biden's just off his game or whatever. I don't know. Speaking of notorious pedophiles besides Joe Biden, Australia's worst pedophile, that guy right there, Peter Gerard Scully, he was actually finally sentenced to 129 years in prison for his abuse of children in the Philippines, which I gotta say is great news. Great news, because this dude is a literal demon among humans. And to think there's people out there that actually say that guys like this aren't bad, they just have a messed up brain, but we should still accept them for who they are, even if they are Australia's worst pedophile. Yeah. Woo! But that's right. Finally, 59-year-old Scully and his girlfriend, lovely Margallo, and their two accomplices, Alexander Lau and Maria Dutoya Shi, entered into a plea bargaining agreement on November 3rd after being charged with 60 offenses, including trafficking, CP, CA, and grape. See what I did there? So, I'm kind of actually pretty much happy about this because I believe that, you know, all pedophiles should end up in jail at least for the rest of their lives. And, you know, I feel like at least maybe they should have to be like, I don't know, like chemically castrated. But then again, you know, they're going to be like, no, you can't do that because if you don't support abortion, you can't chop people's dicks off. And I'm like, I don't know, man. In the Bible, they talked about eunuchs and shit. They made them eunuchs for a reason, bitches. And it wasn't for what you think. Well, maybe it is for that, but it was for other reasons too. Irregardless, another fantastic news. You know, I just wish that we could, you know, get down on putting the pedophiles away as good here in America. Although, you know, it's kind of weird because Joe Biden taking showers with his daughter may not be as bad as this guy right here. I still kind of say they look very familiar. Old white man, white hair, blue eyes. Very strange. Very strange. Indeed. Super strange. Yeah. I don't know what that comment wood chippers means Greek, but you let your freak flag fry or whatever. Yes. I've been hearing a lot about the Maricopa County election. I just posted this one up because this is what they were talking about, ballots being left over. There's 36,000 ballots left in Maricopa. So that means that there should still be a pathway for Blake Masters to win, right? Right? Anyways, there's still a pathway. It's not a very good one, but, you know, they might be looking at Katie Hobbs out there. And honestly, fuck them. And then, oh wait, speaking of Joe Biden, here's another gem that was posted up today about him wanting to ban assault weapons or try like the devil because he is in fact the devil, in my opinion. Joe Biden is actually the Antichrist and y'all motherfuckers are wrong, but nobody believes me.
We didn't abandon.
And then I'm just like, well, look at how much gas costs and food costs. The Antichrist would be doing this shit.
Assault weapons. I'm going to ban assault weapons. They're going to try like the devil. We didn't ban assault weapons. I'm going to ban assault weapons. They're going to try like the devil. We didn't ban assault weapons. I'm going to ban assault weapons. They're going to try like the devil. We didn't.
We're going to ban assault weapons. We're going to ban assault weapons. We're going to ban assault weapons. You're going to ban assault weapons. Oh, I can't play that video because we'll get in trouble. But I can play this video because this guy did this in front of a room full of lawmakers.
Last thing that I'll say is if you look at what precipitated some of the 2008 financial crisis, you saw a number of bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions happening between financial counterparties, which then got repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again, such that no one knew how much risk was in that system until it all fell apart. If you compare that to what happens on FTX or other major cryptocurrency venues today, there's complete transparency about the full open interest. There's complete transparency about the positions that are held. There's a robust, consistent risk framework applied, and we're excited to work with the CFTC on our U.S. licensed and regulated venue to bring a lot of this. Last thing that I'll say is if you look at what precipitated some of the 2008 financial...
What's this have to do with? I don't know. I think it has to do with FTX. Yeah, FTX. FTX official. Digital Asset Exchange. What's happening with them? Is there something going on? We want to thank our team for tirelessly working to process the backlog of withdrawals. We want to thank our partners and customers for their continued support. If people like the new office videos in a month or two, we're moving to our new Tokyo office. Did something happen to FTX that I should know about? Is there something going on? Here's FTX saying explicitly the FTX does not precisely do the thing that it now seems that FTX did, and explains a precise understanding why it's important to customers and exchanges to not do the very things it seems to have did and how they can do it and did go wrong. Oh. Did they lose like a bunch of money? Who's FTX? Why am I supposed to know about this? Why am I supposed to know about everything? When am I supposed to play video games? When am I supposed to work? As a result of a corporate due diligence as well as the latest news reports regarding mishandled customer funds and alleged U.S. agency investigations, we decided not to pursue the potential acquisition of FTX.com. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, shit. So they were actually putting some customer funds at risk, I see. Oh, and they said explicitly that they were not doing that, but then they ended up actually doing that, and now they're not getting bought by Binance because everybody figured out that they were totally freaking liars. And then everybody wonders why I tell people not to get into crypto. I'm like, you either were in at the beginning, or you're just watching it happen like the rest of us. And then, earlier today, I was listening to Peter Schiff talk on Twitter, and it's funny having him talk on Twitter because me and Peter Schiff share a lot of the same ideology about cryptocurrency. The only difference is he's like, well, why are you still hodling? And I'm like, well, because it's not real to me, so, it doesn't matter how much it goes up or goes down. I basically got it for free, and I've already paid myself out hundreds of thousands of times in kind. My investment has been paid back so fully that it doesn't matter. And why would I want to incur the undue financial hardship associated with being a person with that much money in a bank somewhere? I just wouldn't want to. I would much rather just burn it all. I would much rather just watch it all burn. Some men just want to see the world burn. Other men just want to see the money burn. And now you understand the Dark Knight Rises trilogy. Yes. It's all about what would you like to burn? Your relationship? Your finances? Or everything? I just blew your mind. Anyways, Still, remember when Peter Schiff lost his Bitcoin and shit? He was crying and shit about it, and then we told him how to get it back. And he never got it back, so it's now ours. Because if it ain't your keys, it's not your Bitcoin, right? Ain't your keys, not your Bitcoin. Oh, you can't prove that's my keys, motherfucker? Oh, you said that's my wallet? Well, show me the evidence. Show me where I got the private key for that shit, bitch. I don't give a fuck if I have a USB computer at the bottom of a popcorn tin somewhere. You can't prove that shit's mine unless you tell me how I know the key to that shit. Motherfucker. But yes, the FCC is investigating FTX, which is, I guess, pretty good because I guess they mishandled customer funds and there's going to be a huge investigation. And yeah, that's probably why the crypto markets, if you guys are into the cryptocurrency thing, which you shouldn't be because you've been watching me for years and years and years, and you've been listening to what I've been telling you about what not to do, and even though it's not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, I was just trying to help you guys out. But yeah, Bitcoin's at like 16,000, dog. Remember, I told everybody that the floor is right around 10K, right? That's when shit starts to really get weird, and we're rolling our asses right back down to that area. And I mean, Ethereum and the entire market is obviously tumbling in an almost equal way because everything's tied to Bitcoin. So obviously people are talking that it's the crypto-apocalypse happening once again, and there's just a bunch of red on the ledger that are not going to be able to get down. I mean, they're down from that high of 21,000 and it's almost at 16. And if you go to the whole big calendar situation that we were looking at with this thing, well, guys, at the beginning of the pandemic, we were literally at that. Like, the lowest point that Bitcoin actually went to was literally $5,300. which was the main support broken and down to the brass tack. Because remember, I was saying like 7 years ago that the actual value of Bitcoin was probably somewhere around $2,000. And it looks like we might be heading back down to that point. What would happen in that situation? I don't know. But, yeah. It's really crazy. So, I'm just watching the bloodbath and staying the fuck out of it, because it doesn't matter how many Bitcoins I own, whatever I have left is still worth more than I paid for it. And it could go to zero, and I couldn't give two fucks about it, because Bitcoin was never about the money. It was always about what happens when the chain is completed. Because advancing humanity's understanding of financial markets and mathematical equations, to me, seems to be a much greater purpose than, oh, I need to get some fucking carrots. Can you give me some satoshis for it? Gracias. Yeah, whatever. I didn't get to talk to Peter Schiff today, though. He wouldn't put me up, though. Obviously, he didn't want to hear from somebody that's been in the space longer than all these people. They were like, I got in at 15,000. I'm like, oh, bitch, that sucks, dude. I got in at like 2 cents, motherfucker. That's why me and you are not the same. Because I care not, and you care a lot. Yes.
Biden's being Biden's being extremist. Biden's being Biden's being extremist. Biden's being.
Don't worry, Virginia Olsen. All I have left is just some Dogecoins and some Bitcoins, and I refuse to even spend them or do anything with them. And I have since, the IRS made it mandatory for that you had to pay money to do so or whatever. So I just look at it and just be like, well, emergencies. That's my retirement fund. So I'm still hoping that Dogecoin goes to the moon, because if not, my retirement is going to be super shitty. Like, real shitty. Like, not Joe Biden good. I'm talking like Hunter Biden shitty, okay? And that was smooth, right? Like, is he okay?
Biden's being extremist.
Oof. That's the president of the United States. Thank God we ain't get them mean tweets no more. Yeah, I don't know what this is. The fuck? Which way? Where did he go? Where did he go? The fuck? Where did he go? Maria Deese. Why is Q still around Defango? Because people are morons. End quote. Huh.
Commercial CMV, that's commercial vehicles.
Yes.
Commercial CMV, that's.
Trust the plan, though. Commissioner lawyer just went down. Nobody knows why. Weird. I don't even know why. That's just strange, dude. Probably not stranger than seeing Hollywood actor Sean Penn give his Oscar to Mr. Zelensky for his performance.
This is
for you.
Oh, Sean.
Yes.
No.
Please.
That is yours.
No, I feel
That
terrible.
is yours.
It's just a symbolic, silly thing.
Yes, but
if I know this is here with you, then I'll feel better and stronger for the fight.
So great honor, but until we will.
When you win, bring it back to Malibu.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Because I'll feel much better knowing there's a piece of me here.
We have to win.
Wow, Sean Penn. Giving him your Oscar, bro. You gave him your Oscar, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Moment which is very important. It's not from me. It's from Ukraine.
It's from Ukraine. It's not from me. Even though I'm giving it to you and I'm the one that told them to buy it. We bought it with Ukraine's money. But it's not from me. It's from all of Ukraine. Ukraine got an Oscar, dog. Ukraine got an Oscar. It gets you fucking right there, dude. Or for me, it's right here and right here, because I have two, but, let's not get into that, because nobody is going to believe that shit anyway. Oh, well. Someone please shut him up! Now that the election in Florida is over and everything went quite well, shouldn't it be said that in 2020 I got 1.1 million more votes in Florida than Ron D got this year? 5.7 million to 4.6 million. Just asking. Well, why's Trump trying to put DeSantis down like he's gonna run in 2024, dog? Dude, Trump, why you gotta be a little bitch, dude? What the fuck, man? You sweat, dog? You sweat, Trump? I think maybe, because there's a lot of people talking some shit right now on Trump. They're like, hey, man, DeSantis, dog, he made another win, dog. We're going to put DeSantis up. We're going to say, fuck Trump. Matt Walsh and the Daily Wire and all these other motherfuckers are all coming out seemingly talking some shit on Trump because of his comments. But, who really knows? Who really knows? I don't really know. But, I do know this. Check this shit out.
There was a king who loved wine, and generously wanted to lavish upon the good citizens of his kingdom his love of wine, and so he invited all the villagers far and wide from the countryside to his castle for a feast. And so the banquet hall was filled on feast day with friends and strangers alike, everybody eagerly awaiting to taste the king's prized wine. As the king asked the good citizens to have a seat around the banquet hall table, he began to pour wine, but he poisoned a few glasses along the way. Some of the citizenry noticed this and asked the king why he was poisoning the cups. And he said, this is essential, that everybody enjoy the wine as is, whether it's poisoned or not. And of course, as you can imagine, his kingdom lost a few citizens that day. This is who Elon Musk is as a free speech absolutist. Knowing that some of the cups are going to be poisoned and insisting that we all partake in this feast together anyway, will not bode well for all of us. There must be some intolerance for the poison cups among us. We cannot be tolerant of everything. That's the tolerance paradox. It requires us to be intolerant of the intolerant. As a free speech absolutist, Elon Musk believes that all speech, whether it's hate speech or misinformation, something he has a penchant for, should be...
What the fuck? Oh, shit. Yo, and thank you to Christina for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining and paying me money. We will accept your money and spend it on things. Yes, we will. Thank you very much.
Should proliferate his site. He relied on the Santa Monica Observer propaganda site with low credibility rating by the MBFC, the Media Bias and Fact Check Organization. They rate it low credibility for poor sourcing, fake news, lack of ownership transparency, and often they are an imposter site. The owner of the site, SMMC LLC, appears to be inactive. So there's really no way to know who's running or operating the site, and that lack.
What? So Alan Richton is leaving Twitter, and the only reason I guess would bring this guy up because besides him being a hot mess, he's a pretty popular actor in that Jack Reacher flick and that Cicada 3301 movie. You guys remember that Cicada 3301 movie? He was director of that shit. Trust me, I played a cop in a TV show. Oh man, so yeah, he's out there spreading propaganda and stuff, and I'm just kind of laughing because I'm like, Alan Richton, is this the same guy that literally was in business with Thomas Schellenberger on this movie and put his LLC in the fucking credits? Yeah, okay, you really care about people and harm and all of that stuff. I totally believe you. I mean, I probably would have believed you if I didn't actually know the reality of the experience that you hold yourself in. And I just find it to be quite hilarious, actually, because it's just like, so funny, man, to see where some of these people are really coming from and how easily they can be bought. And then once you start listening and realize that they're just chaos agents that aren't on your side and are just pretending to be to make you look stupid, then you realize that it's all just been a game. It's all been a game. And yeah, Alan's filming and he's doing all that good stuff. And Twitter's a bad place, man. Bad place, because now anybody can verify for paying $8. They're paying $8 and they can't verify. I hate it. That's how I got verified. I mean, eligibility criteria. No, all accounts subscribed to Twitter Blue on iOS on or after November 9th, 2022 will automatically receive a blue check mark, which will persist for the duration of the subscriber subscription term. Wow. Only accounts subscribed to Twitter Blue on iOS on or after November 9th, 2022 are eligible for the blue check mark moving forward. As a result of this change, Twitter will no longer be accepting new applications for verification under the previous criteria. Twitter Blue subscribers' blue check marks may be taken away at any time for any reason by Twitter, including by the results of certain types of violations of the Twitter rules, not including but in limiting our rules around spam, band evasions, and impersonations. Wow. So I guess that's cool, dude. That's pretty cool. You know, we got some more election bullshit over here, but you know, we don't even worry about that shit. I don't care about the hurricane. I don't give a shit about that hurricane. Do you think I care about the hurricane? No, I don't. You know what I care about? Hurricane. This, because it's still looking like the Dems are getting more seats, dogs. But as far as we can say, things are looking very interesting in this election and everything else that we're looking at. And it looks like we're going to have to wait at least another day or two before we're going to get those final results, which is, I guess, kind of nice because, you know, like that's going to put it right around Friday. I mean, do you really think that they're trying to extend this shit all the way out to Monday? Maybe. Right now, doesn't really seem to be so. It doesn't seem very productive to any type of new narrative forming that they're trying to accomplish around this red ripple. So, overall, it seems like we've had a pretty great situation today, and I want to thank you and appreciate you for coming out here and hanging out with us on the show. We've talked about at least as much as we're going to be able to get out of this thing, but as far as we can tell, the election's going good or bad depending on which side of the aisle that you're on. And for me, it feels like we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you want to help this channel, you know, get better in the algorithm so more people can show up and you can talk to them. Or, you know, like, you know, you can share it. Either way, it's up to you. But it's over now. So have a nice day. Bye now. See you later. Smell you later. Go home. Or whatever you do when you're not on the internet.